everyone. We are live. Okay. Hi, Mary. We are live. Okay. Let me just go up to our channel. Okay. We are live. We are on a YouTube channel. Let me go on YouTube. Let me get the link for everyone. Okay, that's good. Okay. Mary, it's such a fantastic Wednesday. How are you doing today?
I'm very, very excited. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can. Yes.
Okay, good, good, good. Well, I'm very excited. I just mentioned that it's just Wednesday and I didn't sleep well because I'm too excited for
Ah,
these two university. Though we met them last year, in fact,
yes.
they
Yes.
also
Yeah.
compete with each other, but different, personalities. And these are all second year students. So yeah, I'm very excited to start the show.
Yeah, and generative AI and AI in general has come a long way. It's been a year. Things have gone so much better. Computing power has gone so much crazier. Things have gone and things have appeared. Just today, there was an announcement by OpenAI that they are dropping Sora, their video
Mm,
generation platform. So things are really moving fast, and I'm sure right today we are going to be seeing some really good creations from our Philippine university students as well. Before we start and we introduce our guests, let's do a short intro of what we are doing and which universities are going to be participating. So let's go.
okay, so
All right. Did you guys see the video? Did it happen or did it lag?
it happened.
It happened. Fantastic again. Right. Mary, let's bring up the slide because I want to have a conversation before we start with our two fantastic judges who I kind of like understand are also, the respective lecturers from the two universities that we have. Right.
Yes.
So let's bring Sir Mitchell and Sir Raul.
Hello. Hi guys. So we are introducing two uh, great professors from USLS Bacolod and Buksu, and we have Sir Raul and Sir Mitchell who will be our guest judge for today.
Right. So, Sir Raul, Sir Mitchell, welcome to our esports tournament. How you guys doing? You guys gentlemen doing? How do you think your universities are gonna fare in today's tournament?
Thank you, and good morning. And Mitchell, it's nice to see you finally in person. Because for those who's been, talking about USLS, how fantastic you guys are. So we're really excited to be able to meet you today. Not just for the challenge, but really more on a collaboration perspective.
As for me, I'm so excited to to compete and to collaborate with the Bukidnon State University. Uh, actually, yeah, I think that's it. I'm so excited and looking forward for the outcome of this competition. Actually, and our future endeavors together with the
Fantastic.
organizers.
Yeah. So, judges, I just want to remind you guys to be impartial because your universities will be presenting. So, you got to be impartial because today's challenge, we've got 1,000 pesos in cash, which is sponsored by one of our sponsors to be given to the winning team. Right. So, that's a nice cash prize for our winning team, and it will be given out to one university today. All right. Maybe a quick introduction of Sir Raul. Like, Sir Raul, what do you teach? And at Buksu, and like, what are some of the things? What are some of the things in AI that interest you?
Well, so I'm a faculty of the Information Technology Department, and I teach primarily subjects in computer networking and systems administration, including cybersecurity. So, kind of like that's my forte. And what's really interesting with AI was We've been talking about this. The future of workforce should be AI ready. Because if you're not ready and you don't know how to use AI, you become obsolete for tomorrow. And that's what really interests me. And having been an advocate of the AI use in our students, not just for them to pass these subjects, but for them to be really future ready. And that's our vision, the school, to produce students that are future ready. And if our students are actually um, eloquent in how to use AI, we would consider them as good quality of the workforce for tomorrow.
Amazing, amazing. Thanks so much for that introduction, Sarao. Samijo, how about yourself? Like, give us a short introduction of the people watching and from the other universities as well. What do you do at USLS?
Okay, so I'm also a faculty of University of Saint Lasal. I'm under the computer science department. So actually, I'm leaning more towards visuals, graphics, and design. So yeah, actually, in terms of artificial intelligence, it's a pretty useful tool in referencing and actually gathering more ideas in creating our outputs. I really do believe that um, with the onset of AI, um, the brainstorming process has been very um, fruitful, as you may say. And yeah, I really do think that our students as well here have maximized and utilized AI well in producing outputs man and using it as a supporting tool in their academics as well. Yeah, I really do think that's it for me.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Sir Mitchell. It's all about the students. So let's bring the students on board. Okay. So I'm going to be putting up all our students from the two universities. So here we go. Right. We've got Ryan, Shamin, Micah, right? Sir Mitchell and Sir Raul. I'm going to put you guys all backstage because I want to have a conversation with them. And these are our participants for today. How are you guys feeling, right? Ryan, how are you feeling about this competition? How have you prepared for this world of AI?
Excuse me ako, sir.
Yeah,
So to be honest, it's been only a week or so that we have been
yeah.
preparing, and it is not actually a very rigorous preparing. It's just some hollow knowledge between this interaction, which is the uses of AIs in different fields, especially that we are tackling some maybe serious topic or any other variables that could go out. So me and my group mates have been preparing well, and we believe that we can produce a valuable output and show you the judges and our fellow contestants how we can utilize AI in this year, especially in 2026, where AI has been in a very prominent position throughout the development of all the economical state of the world. AI has been very valuable. That's all, sir.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay, let's have a rep from Bukit Non. So anyone from Bukit Non, switch on your cameras. We want to have a conversation with you. So thank you so much, Ryan, from USLS, giving us that introduction of the prep. And I see this group here. Let's see. Let's bring them up. Here we go. How you guys doing? Right. So nice. Okay, so Shamin and Gang. Look at that. You guys have got a very nice background and all. Okay, tell us about Bukit Non's preparation and how do you guys feel about this competition and how do you guys feel about AI in general?
So, Bukidnon State University, us as a whole, preparing for this competition has been, uh, it's not really rigorous per se, but rather just enough for us to be prepared to whatever challenges or solutions that we can attain through the use of AI. As for what we're feeling for the usage of AI, especially right now in this competition, we're quite I'd be lying if we say that we're not nervous. We're somewhat nervous, yeah. But so on and so forth, I feel like it'd be not that much of a rocky road for us to venture, especially with the equipment of AI or the use of AI. Having to utilize AI every day has been, you know, a new norm or a part of our lives. So it's not gonna be that. Let's say foreign for us. So yeah, our stance for our feel for today is definitely very excited. We really don't know what's up, whatever it is that we will handle today, but we would really love to face this journey very excitedly.
All right, amazing. Okay, and with that said, okay, I'm gonna put you guys off screen. You guys prepare, and I'm gonna show you guys the challenge. I'm not gonna bring my co-host Mary on board. Mary, are you on here? Are you here, Mary? Are you here together with me? I don't see you.
Yes, but I'm lagging.
All right, okay. Here we are. Okay, here we
Can
go.
you share your screen?
Yes, I can. Okay, let's
Okay,
go.
perfect.
Okay, let's share the screen. Okay, let's bring up our first challenge.
Oh, I like the answers, by the way.
Yeah, very well
Yeah, it's
prepared.
like
Let's do
universe.
it.
Charmaine answers very pageantry. It's like
Yes, yes, I do agree. Right,
and also
it sounds very
Ryan.
well rehearsed. Okay, Mary, let's bring up the slides and let's show our participants, our judges, and also our audience out there what our teams will be competing on. You have the
Okay.
deck. Okay, let's
Yeah,
go.
can you
I'm
see
adding
my
it to the
screen now?
scene.
You can see my screen now?
Yes, it's up on live. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen is this, right? We are going to be playing, right, two types of challenges. Let's go to the next slide, Mary, where we talk about speed challenges. Okay, now. So, each team will be given 5 minutes and only 5 minutes to embark on three speed challenges. And speed challenges are really fast. They work amongst all their team members, but only one screen will be shown at one time, both from USLS and one from Bukit Non, right? And we're going to be giving a challenge that would allow them to think creatively. The human being still has to drive this. AI is obviously the person assisting, right? And the reason why we say speed is because now we know with AI, you can do many good stuff, right? Really fast. But human beings, the team must be driving it, okay? So what's going to happen is this, right after each speed challenge, we're going to be showing the challenge and then we're going to say go, okay? And then the challenge is going to start and then we're going to put a timer, okay? And then after 5 minutes, both teams will show the output of the challenge. And then we're going to bring Sir Raul and Sir Mitchell in, and they've got just 30 seconds to decide which one of the two options that they want to give their 5 points to, right? They can only choose one. Okay, and again, Sarah and Sir Mitchell, I urge you guys to be impartial, which I know you guys will. Okay, but you guys get only 30 seconds to decide which one of the outputs from each of the universities do you want to give your upvote to. Okay, so it's as simple as that. And we've got, Mary, how many speed challenges this time round?
Oh, we have three.
We have three, right? Okay,
Yes.
very good. Okay, now are you ready? Teams, are you guys ready? Okay. If you guys are ready, I'm going to bring the teams up, okay? Because we want to see their faces when they embark on the challenge. So that's one of the allure of playing this live is, bringing everyone in, okay, and seeing their faces, right? Here we go. Okay, so we got that. So we got all the students in, okay? Now, what I will need the students to do, right, is that you need to share. One university will have to share one screen each. Okay, and we'll be showing the screen during the 5 minutes because we want the viewers to also see how things are done. All right, and I understand that both teams are using Gemini, so that's great. If you guys are ready, let's see, Mary, challenge number one.
Sir, sorry for those. Are we seeing other university? I can see Bin Jay and Ryan, and then the
Uh,
other one we have. Where's Buksu?
oh, everyone's in.
Everyone's in. Okay.
Everyone's in. Yeah, some of them are not. Do not have their videos on, but
Oh
that's
yeah. Okay. Got it. Got
everyone's
it.
in except our two judges.
All right then. So
Yeah.
ready, guys?
Ready? Okay. Challenge number one is
Okay.
this:
Challenge number one is this.
5 minutes. Jeepney.
Yep.
Um, Tell them what the challenge is, Mary, and then I'll give you the honor of saying go.
Okay. I see. Okay. Challenge number one. Jeepney. Okay. Challenge one is to design a jeepney that has been upgraded for the year 2056.
That's right,
And yeah.
2056, right? 30 years from now. How is the
All
jeepney
right.
going to really? Okay,
Okay.
so bring up your screens. So share a screen each from USLS and Book It Non before we start. Okay, share your screen and then we can put your screen up. So decide amongst yourself who wants to do the screen. Okay, I see a couple of screens. You got this? Okay, Ryan is sharing his screen. Okay, and James is sharing his screen. Okay, ready, guys? Your 5 minute starts now. Let's go.
Now.
I've got a clock. I've got a clock now. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch off our videos, Mary, so that we can
Yeah. Me
see their
too.
screen, right? So let's see. James. James has got a screen. So James is sharing his screen, right? And Ryan is sharing his screen. It's going to be a bit of lag because that's the thing about it's going to be a there's going to be a bit of a lag, yeah, because when you share screens um, with Gemini. So here we go. So we see Ryan sharing his screen. Mary, do you see Ryan's screen, Mary?
Okay. Yeah, I
Yes.
can see someone's
Okay.
screen
So yeah, so we got
doing.
Ryan and James, and this is James' screen, and
Okay.
James is using Gemini. But it's so interesting because Ryan is using Claude, and
Mhm.
Claude happens to be one of my favorite tools now.
Yes, me too, actually.
Yeah, yeah, it's so interesting. So this is Claude. So this is Ryan, right? And ladies and gentlemen, you've got 1 minute 30 seconds has passed. So you got about
Yes.
2 minutes 30 seconds left. So this is a speed challenge. Just to remind everyone, that speed challenge is what would a jeepney look like in the year 2036. So it is a challenge between Claude AI and Gemini. So we got James. So he's reimagining and making different versions. Again, we got different groups in each university working on it. Okay, but we're only seeing one screen. Not so not as to not to confuse the viewers. Um, Interesting rendition. Mary, what do you think? Why is Claude your favorite now, Mary?
Oh, I just actually realized that's like an all-in-one. When we had a game from Malaysia versus USLS before last Christmas, I realized Claude is underrated. But when I looked at it, it's like an all-in-one platform. But I love Gemini as well. But Claude gave me this, like you can produce everything, like, and also the information wise, they're updated. Gemini also updated, but right now I'm using Claude for finances, planning. How about you? What's your favorite feature in Claude? What do you, because I'm not familiar with coding, I just asked Claude about some resources.
Right. Yeah. I mean, last year when we were playing this game, right? Claude is not one of the favorites, right?
Yes.
I think no one was using Claude. Everyone was kind of like using either Gemini or ChatGPT. Uh, but I think Claude is amazing now, right? Number of times it has given us good output, so that's interesting. Yeah. So we've got 1.5 more minutes. One and a half
Yes.
more minutes. Let's take a look at how our teams are doing.
So James is sharing. An interesting sustainable. I can see some sustainable there. Sustainability, nice color. I can see the Philippine flag, and then the other one, Ryan. Oh, nice. I think he's a bit familiar with Claude.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Claude has been quite well known for its coding capabilities. I have
Mm-mm.
been vibe coding a lot. It's like a pastime. It's one of the things that we want to do in our Learn AI Play AI curriculum. We teach vibe coding a lot, and it's really fun. Okay, teams, you got 50 more seconds.
Yep.
So we see Ryan from team USLS using Claude. Okay, and let's bring up your screen. Here we go. Let's take a look at Ryan's screen. Okay, and we got James from Bukitnon using Chat GP. No, using
Oh,
Gemini.
Gemini. Yes.
Using
Hmm.
Gemini. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, gentlemen, you have got 20 more seconds to complete our first 5 minute speed challenge.
I have 4 seconds in my time.
Okay, you got 4 seconds. Let's do a
Yes.
countdown of 10, 9,
Nine,
8.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. I think Ryan, are you having like latency issues or? But I think James' output is okay. I think he got his
Yeah.
final output.
And output done. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna close all the screens so that
Yes,
we can
please. Mhm.
only see the output, and then I'm gonna bring our judges in, right? Okay, so James and Ryan, are you guys ready with your Jeepney year 2056? Okay, let's take a look at James. James, this is your Jeepney. Give us a bit of a description. Um, why this particular Jeepney? Give us a bit of description, James. Okay. All right. So James is not on call. So Mary, let's go to now this picture of Ryan's screen. Ryan, where is your screen, Ryan? I'm finding your screen. I don't see your screen. Ryan's screen. Ryan's screen. Ryan, where's your screen, Ryan? Show us your screen. Yeah.
Okay. I think Ryan said that other teammate will present, but I can't see Ryan's
Okay, you can
screen.
see Ryan's one. Okay.
Is Ryan on? Hi, Sir Mitchell.
So it's got a. All right, that's. Okay, hold on. Okay, we've got a bit of a jam here. You guys, can you hear me, Mary?
Yeah, I can hear you crystal
Okay, you can
clear.
hear me, right? Yeah, yeah.
I can see James' screen and Micah and me and you. I think Ryan stopped sharing, and then other students will present from their university.
Okay, so we got Ryan. Ryan's screen is up now. I'm gonna show Ryan's screen. Okay,
Okay, got it. I can
and
see it
got it
now.
right. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Okay. So Ryan, maybe just some explanation about what you've created, right? Okay, or someone from Ryan's team.
Hindi ko bation? Hindi ko bation,
Yeah,
sir.
over to you.
Hello. Am I audible?
Ah,
Yes.
yes.
So, good morning, sir. So, for our concept design, first we use the Cloud AI to show us a simple sketch of the design that we will be deciding. So, we decided that it will be a neo retro 2026 jeepney style, and it is a implementation of both past design and the modern design in one vehicle design. So in Claude here, he gave us a blueprint, which is this jeepney above here, the green, is a solar EV concept, which is a jeepney powered by solar panels. And we tried to like make it the actual realistic design as
All
as
right. Okay.
our basis for the final design.
Got it, Ryan.
And this is
Is this
what
the
we
one?
have gotten.
Okay. Okay. So, in of interest of
All right.
time,
So
right?
this
We
was
just want to make
generated
sure
from
this is
ChatGPT
Ryan's.
and also the prompt. So when I thought about a jeepney in 2056,
Oops, sorry.
I didn't really think about the very advanced, westernized
Oh,
buildings, the skyscrapers and all. I still imagine the Philippines, but how we would evolve in the year of 2056. That's why in the background you could see vertical gardens, maximizing the space since I imagine that the population would very much increase in the year 2056. And here we have the look of the jeepney in 2056. Um, for me, when I was creating the prompt, I didn't really see, very huge advancements in the jeepney because aside from it being electric, because then again, as the
All right.
Philippines is
Okay.
still a
Thank you so
third
much.
world
Thank
country,
you.
so
Okay.
I
Can you see
made
me?
this prompt considering, the jeepney in the 2056 viewpoint. So here we have a lot more lights since I would imagine 2056 being not as bright as now. So here we have the lights and we have the Filipino touch of hand painted designs on the jeepneys. But we could see the 2056 in the way the lights are
hello?
incorporated as it's it's usually how people see futuristic settings, and there's also the solar panels on top of the jeepney to power it so that it doesn't rely on gas anymore.
Okay,
And
good.
yes, that's basically it. Do you
Are
have anything to add?
No, sir. That is actually all from our output this time.
okay, so this one is from USLS, right? USL Bacolod? Okay, good, good, good. So right now we're gonna go um to the next university, which is The buksu.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next challenge, and then after that let's get the judges' points later. Let's go to the next challenge.
Okay. Later on, buksu will call you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Mary, can you hear me? Am I clear?
Oh yeah, I think we have some technical issues.
Yeah.
Someone's
Yeah. Yeah.
talking from from both university. This is the first time that it happened. So, just few housekeeping. If your university is can you chat it there that you guys are done presenting because earlier I think the one speaking is from Buksu and I got confused on that. We're speaking, okay. So both of you guys are speaking at the same time. That's why we got confused. Can I see the output uh of Buksu and other university which is USLS?
Yeah.
And we'll
Because of that, let's move on to the next challenge, man. Right, let's move on. Let's go and let's get Jeepney challenge later. Let's go to the next one now.
yes,
Let's go
yes,
to
it's
the next one.
better.
Let's sort it out later, right? Okay, so next challenge, ladies and gentlemen. And again, after all the three challenges, we're gonna bring Sarao Samicho in. They're gonna be judging. All right. Let's go with challenge number two. And this challenge number two, I understand, is a Gen Z challenge. It's called Vaporwave.
Yes,
And you have to create an image again, a futuristic 2026 gadget. So what do you have in 2026 right now? A gadget, but designed with a 2016 aesthetic. So 10 years ago, so I guess most of our participants 10 years ago, they were probably very young. So what was 10 years ago? So 10 years ago, Snapchat was popular, I guess, right? There were a couple of things that were popular in 2016. So you're gonna, if you are not old enough to remember what 2016 was like, that's where AI comes in. So our 5 minute vaporwave challenge is this, right? Create something in 2026, but design again with a 2016 aesthetic. Right. Okay. You got it? Mary, can you hear me? All right. Okay, great. 5 minute starts now. Let's go. Vaporwave challenge. So Vaporwave Challenge, Mary. Let's take a look at their screens. I think we've got James next. So let's take a look at James' screen. So James is again right like the other time. James is using Gemini, and James is from Bukidnon, right, or USLS. Okay, so the challenge is Vaporwave Challenge. Okay, let's take a look at Ryan, right? And what is Ryan doing? Okay, and Ryan is using Claude. It seems like one university is a Gemini university, the other university is a Claude university. Hello?
hello? Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? And I can see here in our chat, go Buksu. Let's go Bukidnon State University. Go James. This screen is Ryan's screen using Gemini
Ryan is
and
using, I think, or Ryan
both.
is Claude. Yeah, Ryan is using Claude.
I think
And
he's using both as well.
he's using both. Okay,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
James just using Gemini.
And then James is Gemini.
Yeah, this is James's screen.
I can see it there now. Oh, interesting.
What is the challenge again, Mary? Just remind the people who are watching in.
Yeah, so the challenge would be the vapor wave. So generate an image of a futuristic 2026 gadget, but designed with a 2016 aesthetic. I think James' output. is final. So let me remind you guys of the time. So I have here 3 minutes. 3 minutes remaining. Not
Okay.
yet. Okay, got it. Don't worry. We still
Yep.
have time,
Yeah,
James.
still got time, right? Yeah.
Okay, Sir Raul mentioned, are you able to put Charmaine instead of James Firdaus because he has audio problem. So Charmaine is the one who will be presenting, if ever. Hi, Firdaus, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can. Right, I can.
Okay, all right. So Charmaine, uh, okay, reminding you guys, we only have 1 minute and 10 seconds. We are now at Ryan's screen. Exactly 1 minute.
All right, okay. And Mary, right after this challenge, we're not gonna present. We are
Yes.
gonna go to the next challenge, right? Next speed challenge. And then after all the speed challenges are done, then let's ask them to present one by one. Okay?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Perfect.
once the 5 minutes is up, let's go and transit to the next challenge.
Okay.
Okay. So now we
Okay.
are seeing
We have
Ryan's screen, right?
yes, Ryan's screen. So Ryan and James, you have 20 seconds left, and then we're gonna go to the next challenge. Okay. 15 seconds.
All right. And
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. As you can see.
done. Yeah, I hear your alarm. Okay, so
All
stop
right.
now. Again, put it aside. Put it aside. Now let's go to the next challenge. Okay, Mary, what is our last speed challenge for today? For today,
Okay.
last speed challenge is this, right? And it's an
Yes.
interesting one. Okay, this is
Yes.
where
Mm-hmm.
instead of visual challenges, this is an analytical challenge,
Mm-hmm.
right? Tell us
I
about
love this.
Mary. Tell
I
us.
love this. It
Yeah,
reminds me of our recent competition last December. All right. So the last challenge would be the 500 lunch. So you have 515 minutes. You are at a famous Philippine landmark. You need to feed 7 people. Find the most iconic street food combination that fits the budget exactly and has the highest Instagrammability score. So Instagrammable present using an infographic or a one-page slide. When I say timer is up, you have to start, okay?
right.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna
this one is different, right? So
yes.
teams, instead of showing us a picture, now you have to show us how you are going to split up 500 pesos to feed 7 people, and you need to maximize these 500 pesos so that you feed 7 people and it's instagrammable. So you need to do analysis, right? So 5 minutes for you to do analysis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you guys ready? Guys are ready? Mary, clock ready?
All right.
Okay, let's go.
Timer starts now.
So same screen. I'm going to be showing James's screen, and I think Ryan's screen. Let's take a look at Ryan's screen. Right, Ryan is now using Gemini, and he's
Gemini.
very quite nicely. Uh, screenshotted whatever we ask them to do and asking Gemini to analyze from the screenshot, right?
That's smart move. Firdaus, just want to share. In
Yeah.
Claude, the chat feature is very nice. Like I don't have to type. And then later on, I'll try to do the coding because I don't know how to do it. Okay, so we have James. James, by the way, from Buksu. And then later on, I think Charmaine, who answered very pageantry questions and answer, is the one
Yeah.
who will be presenting. And then Ryan is from USLS Bacolod. Okay, I can see it here. James is doing Gemini. Hmm. I remember when we had this, the 500. I mean the Shep Gipit. If you remember that before, Firdaus. This one is somehow related. So Ryan, from USLS. Okay, he's using different photos from Facebook. Let me just remind you of your time. You have 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. Hmm. I see something from Ryan, the Divisoria. So Firdaus, just so you know, Divisoria. Do you know what is Divisoria here? I think you're on mute, Firdaus. I can't hear you.
Yeah, Mary.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay, so we've got we are seeing James's screen. Now we are seeing Ryan's screen. And how
Mm-hmm.
much time do they have here?
They still have 1 minute and 45
Okay.
seconds. I was about to say, do you know what is Divisoria?
No. What is that?
So Divisoria is like in Singapore, it's like Little India.
Uh-huh. All right. Okay.
That's where you just like we call it like a one-stop shop
Yeah.
of all the good. I mean, not really thrift clothes, but
Yeah.
this is like a wholesaler, reseller. They go to Divisoria to
Oh
buy
yeah.
bulk things like clothes and everything. So it's very cheap there, and it has a lot of people. So we have 54 seconds left. Ryan and James, you have 40 seconds, by the way. Sorry, 44 seconds uh, to finish your output, okay? Yep, okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But I will give you an extra 3 minutes. So your timer starts now.
Okay, are all our participants done, Mary?
No, not yet. I gave
Okay,
them extra 3 minutes.
okay, fantastic. Yeah. And right after this would be, our judging time, where
Mhm.
all the participants will be presenting their speed challenges one at a time, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so those of the other participants who are preparing, preparing for your presentation, our short, each presentation is nothing more than 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, right? So the other teams, please prepare. We're gonna present challenge one first. We're gonna bring Sarah or Mitchell in. They're gonna do a quick judging, and then we're gonna do challenge number two, and then we're gonna do challenge number three. Each university has got less than 30 seconds to present each work. Okay, so once we wrap this up, we're gonna start judging our speed rounds. Okay, now we are seeing Ryan's work, but let's take a look at what James is doing as well.
All right, we have 1 minute and 10 seconds left.
All
38 seconds.
right.
We have 10 seconds left. Few housekeeping on the chat bot. Please take a look at that. Timer's up. Please present your output in 10. I will give you another 10 seconds to show your screen and share your final output. Okay, we have Ryan. I think James is ready. Ryan, stop to be fair with everyone. And here we go. Firdaus, can we proceed to the presentation? Oh, I think Firdaus is having audio issue, but okay. So let's see. Please stop prompting and okay, we have to stop prompting, please. Ryan and James, please present your final output in 10 seconds. Okay, so get ready with the presenter and make sure that your screen is okay and your audio. And then Sir Raul and Sir Mitchell, we will later on. I think you already have the scoring sheet, but just make it 1 to 5 or just edit. I can hear someone background. Please put yourself on mute. Only one from university, and then
On mute
only
po.
one from other university. Ryan, I can hear the sound. Please be on mute if you guys are nearby. James, hi James, or who will be the presenter? Can you please say hi? Charmaine. Okay, Charmaine, can you please talk?
But she's in the.
Okay,
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear some background on your end. Please make sure your katabe or your teammates are on mute. Okay. So we'll
Hello.
present. Yeah, that's better.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Can you
Okay.
please be on mute first, and then I'll call you in a while. Okay. Okay. We will have the first presenter from Buksu present the three outputs that you have. Each photo should be presented in 30 seconds only. Okay, got it, Charmaine?
Yes po, yes po.
Okay, good. Okay, and the next would be the next university, USLS Bacolod. Again, be mindful of your time. You only have 30 seconds to present to save time. All right? Okay, ready, Charmaine?
All right,
Ready.
Charmaine, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Mary, can
Sorry
you
for
hear
the
me now? Am I back online? Can you hear me?
Yes, you are so back.
All right. Okay. Great. Okay. So let's hear it. Okay. Go for it, Charmaine.
Okay, sorry for the confusion, but my name is Erin. I will be representing for Buksu. So what we have here is the jeepney. With the innovation and the current propagation of technology in our current society, we have created an innovation or innovative jeepney. In this case, an e-jeepney. Here we have encapsulated or incorporated solar panels in order to save energy and have a much more green economic or environment wise. We also have inclusivity in which we can transport PWDs or persons with disabilities, as well as create a much more safe and inclusive society for commuters and passengers. So in our group, this is what we have envisioned an e-jeepney would look like in the year 2056. So that's our first presentation. Next slide would be our second presentation. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Okay, I can
So
see it now.
next we have our second presentation, which is incorporating or innovating a 2026 technology while incorporating 2016 aesthetics. So what we have here is, of course, the infamous button for iPhone and as well as the iPod. So with these mixtures, we're able to create this nostalgic vibes of the 2016 era in which can you please mute your mic? Sorry for the technical difficulties. So, which has incorporated the stylistics or aesthetics of going back to 2016, in which we had more externals or end devices in order to put in one whole thing. So it's not simplified or it's not really minimalistic because again, 2016 focused more on the maximalist side. So that is what we have prompted for our 2016 or 2026 gadget that has the 2016 as aesthetic. Next would be the last prompt or last image. Sorry for the technical difficulties. James is having lagging issues. All right. So here is the famous landmark in the Philippines, having 500 pesos feeding 7 people. How do we put that budget into proper use? So here, this is one of the famous landscapes in the Philippines, which is the Intramuros. It is known for its Spanish style, vintage or nostalgic-esque vibe. So we have here food that are really, really common and speaks or screams Filipino. So we have seven sticks of kwek kwek, isaw, very well known, very well perceived in our society, especially in the Philippines. And then turon, we have ice cream or sorbetes, and of course the iconic what do you call this? A vinegar sauce to pair for kwek kwek and isaw, and also the iconic water, ice water, which we call here is we put it in a plastic bag in order to save. With this, we are able to budget our 500 pesos to feed 7 people, and while still having to enjoy the scenery of Intramuros, and as well as being able to share this Instagrammable vibe of food that really talks about our cultural heritage, and as well as our status quo in terms of food, in terms of snack and all. And with that, those are our three presentations and three prompts for the 3 rounds. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that. Nice output. Okay, we are going to the next university. Let me just call on University of Saint LaSalle. Uh, can you please introduce who will be your presenter? And then we'll start in 30 seconds. Please make sure that you guys are on mute, okay?
Commute. Bigay niyo,
From
please.
Okay, go. Who is your presenter, please?
Hello again, Miss Mary. Good afternoon. It's me again, Ryan.
Okay, thank you so much. And who will be your presenter? The girl, sorry.
Hello. For I will be presenting, and they'll be adding a few notes of their own if they're.
Okay, sure. What's your name?
My name is Micah.
Hi, Micah. Okay, we're about uh to present or show your screen. Give me 1 second. Can you please fix your screen first so that the only thing that I could see is your output.
Um, okay.
Mm.
Just close those
Other tabs ko lang. Full screen na lang.
Okay, ready? Are you guys ready?
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
It should
miss.
be it should be 3, okay? So again, the rule will be 30 seconds only for each output. And your timer starts now. Go ahead.
All right. So for a jeepney in the view of 2056, we have this image. We really thought about the function of the jeepney in 2056. So here we have it's electric, but it still has the Filipino touch in it with the hand painted art, and in the background we still have the typical Filipino vendors, but we also have the detail of a vertical garden in the background, as I assume 2056 would be immensely overpopulated, and so we have to make use with what little space we have.
So, good afternoon, miss. My name is Ryan. And we would like to emphasize that this design is very sustainable because we implemented a solar panel above the rooftops of this jeepney. This is very sustainable because of the climate here in the Philippines, especially during mornings and afternoons. It is very hot. We are the proofs that it's very hot every afternoon. And the jeepneys is a public transport. It goes around cities and places and stops, which the sunlight most of the time is shining. So it recharges the solar panels. So when the evening comes, it can sustain the lights that the jeepney is occupied, the front lights, and also the design that we have implemented, especially these shining LEDs underneath that is near in the wheels of the car, and also the lights inside the car, which is also a very shining, which also emphasizes how Filipinos designs their jeepneys from the past if it is already 2026. That's all,
All
me.
right. Thank you so much. Let's move on to your next output, please.
All right, for our next output, it's these smart glasses with a 2016 aesthetic. So it was the prompt was a 2026 gadget. So we immediately thought about smart glasses. So here we have smart glasses, but integrated with the 2016 vaporwave aesthetic. So here we have the neon pink, the neon colors, neon pink, cyan purple, as well as the palm trees, the retrogrades, and the dreamy sunset reflections. But it also integrates the 2026 technology, as it has as it has this frame, and but we also added some 2016 designs like the chunky frame and all. So it's still reminiscent of 2016. Yeah.
Yeah. So what makes it a 2025 or 2025 gadget is it's having being smart, and it has a smart or a Snapdragon as its Qualcomm, and also we've added a camera on the smart glass,
Mm-hmm.
which we can use as you use the glass normally. Also, and
Okay,
also,
okay. Okay. So, on the interest
yeah,
of time, we've got to pause you guys here, right? And thank you so much for presenting. Mary, let's bring our judges in, right? Let's get our
Um,
judging round.
sorry. We need one more.
One
Sorry.
more?
Can
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, they're almost done. I
Okay,
mean,
okay, okay.
sorry about that. Sorry. USLS.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. Your last
Last
output,
So
one, this one,
for
please.
last
our
one.
last output, Miss, this is very interesting. We actually
It's
have a
so
lot
great.
of fun generating this output. So of all the places in the Philippines, we decided it will be Divisoria. So Divisoria, as if you have already been there, I haven't been there personally, which I know I witnessed. It is a very bustling street, and I have also noticed that street vendors, stalls, and carts are all over the place, especially if you are near the Quiapo Church. This is the Quiapo Church. We would like to emphasize it in the back because it is near the Quiapo Church. Of course, as a generic Filipino cuisines that is being sold in stalls, we added a kwek and the kwek with the itlog ng pugo, the generic isaw, the proben, fish balls, of course the sauce, and the Instagrammable sagot gulaman. As you can see, with this we made this infographic showing that it's very Instagrammable. So as a students, you should not be ashamed to Instagram your ESAW and Proben. So we also made this very short calculations on on how much exactly would you spend, and with a total of 490 pesos, you will be having this entire sets of food, which is very too much for 7 people. And in 15 minutes, it is it is quite very easy to get because you're just gonna buy it and pick your sauce. That's all, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of you.
All
Very
right.
very
Yeah.
nice.
Then that's okay, right. We're running a bit behind time. All these technical issues that we have to solve. But finally, we are gonna be hearing from the judges. So I'm gonna bring the judges in. Okay. And I'm gonna put everyone backstage.
No,
Let's
no.
get our two judges, and then we're gonna get their quick response from some of the works that they've done. So Shamin, I like how your everyone just behind you. And again, let's bring Sir Raul and Sir Mitchell in. Welcome, Sir Raul, Sir Mitchell. Right, we've been trying to navigate all these challenges, but let's do a quick round of your feedback. Challenge number one and challenge
Oh,
number
Sir
one.
Raul. Sorry for that. Is
Sir
Sir Raul
Raul,
up?
okay, Sir Raul is in.
Not yet.
Not
Can you
yet.
put him?
Okay, Sir Raul is in. Okay, okay, Sir Raul
Yes.
is in. Okay, so gentlemen, what do you think? Challenge number one, Jitney. Who would you want to give challenge two? We've got the two Jigny challenge. So very quick one, Mr. Mitchell. Which one would you give our Jigny challenge to?
Um, kind
What are
of
your
give my
thoughts?
comments to both
Both.
because I think they both have the strengths. First, for Buksu, they really maximized on inclusivity and on the innovation. But for USLS, I really do think that they also maximize the identity of Filipinos. So and also the innovation aspect, the sustainability. So I'm having a really hard time picking. Pero honestly speaking, for this round, I would really ano na lang, choose Buksu for now. Actually.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's go to
All right, so
Sir
Buksu, right?
Raul.
Okay, so Raul. So first point was the Buksu, right?
Yes.
Both have actually showcased their innovative ideas, and creativity is really like the roof or sky's the limit when it comes to AI. USLS has been able to actually put more effort in terms of prompt engineering, like the technicalities of the elements in the prompt, so they're good at it. I think the vote though, when it comes to the creativity, because Bukso has mentioned something about the sustainable development goal, and we know that like in the next 30 years, the goal is like even if it's futuristic, it should be sustainable. So I think my vote goes to Bukso for now.
Ah, okay, well
All
done.
right.
Goes to Buksu. All right, again. So let's go second challenge. Second challenge was about vaporwave, right? Imagining a 2026 device with a 2016 aesthetic. So Mitchell, what's your view? Who would you want to give? USLS or Buksu?
Um, I actually really like the output of ESLS because they actually incorporated um, the functionalities of smart glasses, which is ano get prominent right now, and the 2016 aesthetic of Ray-Bans. So yeah, I really do appreciate the mixture because it looked seamless actually for me, and they actually also incorporated the keyword which is vaporwave into the prompt. So for me, I would vote for Yuselas on the second.
All right. Thank you. How about you, Sir Raul?
Hi. So the output of USLS is actually very nostalgic because I used to wear one of those glasses way back in 2016. I can still remember that. And the from the looks of it, it looks like it has also catch the theme of that particular round. While Buxo has also been nostalgic in terms of gaming. Think like the technology today, although you can actually do everything in a smartphone, it will be a little bit harder for us to be able to navigate a smartphone with a PSP or a PS3. So I think my vote goes to USLS.
Ano tayo? Ay, sorry.
Ano, tayo
All
na.
right
Tayo na ba?
then.
Okay,
Good.
so
All
challenge
right.
number two, go by
Isa,
10%.
isa tayo na.
Yes, so the vote for the next challenge, I mean, the winner for the second challenge would be USLS.
Okay, all right. Okay, now let's go to the one. But third one, can I request for both teams to share their screen because I wanna,
Yes.
I think it's good for us to show the screens because we only got one screen. We got one screen from James, and we didn't do need the other screen. I think Ryan, I need to put up your screen. So last one, tiebreaker for our speed round before we go to
Yes.
the last bigger challenge. Share your screen. Sir Raul, Sir Mitchell, I'm going to show their screens first. So at least we give a bit of context about, so this is Ryan. This is that. So this is Ryan from USLS. Am I right? Okay. So their mission to feed 7 in 15 minutes. Very nice infographic. And this is James' screen from Booksu. And they've also got an infographic, and this is how they're gonna feed 7 people in 15 minutes with 500 pesos. Okay, so this challenge is both it's both like a analytical challenge and a visual challenge, so both left brain and right brain. So I'm keen to hear your thoughts, Sir Mitchell, Sir Raul. Maybe let's your thoughts on Buksu, and how do you think they did?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Um, I should give my comments first. Okay. I think for both outputs, they are actually so close to each other in terms of the structure, in terms of the contents. Um, oh my god, actually, it's kind of hard for me to comment because
Yeah, so this is USLS, and then we have uh, then we've got Buksu.
yeah. Sir Raul, do you have your comment? Because I
Yeah,
think
Okay.
I'm still formulating
Maybe
mine.
we start with Sir Raul.
Yes.
yeah. I mean, both have actually good. output, USLS was able to highlight the context of which what an Instagrammable post would look like, even if they're eating just street food, because we know that the street food you can just put it anywhere. But they were able to also show um, a good picture of how it will look like, right? And one thing that I was looking at earlier is the part where we put gamification. How do we actually entice people to actually spend 500 pesos in Divisoria or in street foods? Because if you have like 500 pesos, you could actually go to Jollibee. You could actually go to a more expensive restaurant, but then you only have 500 pesos um, for 15 minutes. So I think uh, but because my vote actually goes to Bookso because of the gamification part. If you take a look at their infographics, there was a challenge. If you go to Intramuros, you have a 15-minute challenge where you only have like 500 pesos and then you need to feed these 7 people. So I think that is what sets that group apart. Although I have to say, USLS has actually made a good infographics in terms of like the aesthetics. That the timer is up there. The currency is also up there. So it's always like even if you only have 400 500 pesos, you still get like a $10 10 pesos tip, which is very essential for people living in the community and like what we're experiencing today. But congratulations to actually both of the teams.
Okay, thanks for that, Sir Ul. How about you, Sir Mitchell?
Okay, so reviewing the outputs of both teams, they actually have each edge to them. Both has certain aspects that have their leverage. Like as Sir Olas mentioned, USLS has clearly prompted the Instagram look of it, while Buksu has listed down how uh, the pro tips on the um, ano nga to? Instagrammable photos that they can have. Um, but looking at both of them, actually, my vote goes to USLS in terms of the general aesthetic and the flow of the ano nga to, the structure of the whole infographics, because I can see the breakdown of the cost and also the the quality of the prompts actually. So I think that's it for me.
Okay, got it, got it. I think
Right. So what's our final score, mate? So
that's
Saul is
much.
going with USLS.
Well, they chose their own university.
Right. No, but I think they were very impartial. I think it was really good. Right. So
Yeah,
one
maybe
from
later
this
on.
and one from Buksu, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So
So
the last part would be they chose their own university. I mean,
uh,
it's so hard. Maybe we go to the next challenge and
all
then
right.
we'll
So
find out
as it
the time.
stands, right. Thanks so much, Sir Ol, Sir Mitchell. We'll get back to you again. You've given your scores. It looks like it's even Stevens for both universities, and this might be the tiebreaker. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Let's bring up our last challenge, and this is the serious challenge. Mary, let's bring out our deck.
Okay, give me 1 second, okay? All right.
Okay.
So
And
next
for
would
those
be
watching, you hear me, but you don't see me. I've hidden myself to save on bandwidth. So yeah, I will show myself. I will show it. Yeah, now you're gonna see just Mary again. Now, so this is our last challenge. So and this challenge was created, Mary, because of something which is happening really right now, right? And I think in the Philippines there's like a national emergency, right? And in many parts of
yes.
Southeast Asia as well. And we thought it would be a good idea for students to actually use AI so that they can find solutions. And that's I think that's the core of AI, right? Using AI to help find solutions which are really deep but are also really, really fast. Mary, give us a preview about what our big challenge is all about. And this is going to be, perhaps I think the tiebreaker.
Yes, that's
Um,
right.
Yeah, give us the challenge statement, Mary.
Okay, so by the way, for the viewers, I think both university have already idea what the challenge is, but let me give you the challenge: the 2026 mobility and energy pivot. So the problem, it is March 25 as 2026. The Philippines is facing the 13 consecutive week of fuel price hikes. And Firdaus is right. We are in the national state energy emergency already. So commuters are stranded and student athletes are struggling to get to training. So the government has called for innovative, localized solutions to keep the country moving without relying on expensive fossil fuels rather. So your mission is to design a solution, a product, a service, or a community systems that helps Filipinos overcome this energy and transport crisis. All
All
right?
right. Yeah. So that's that. So it's a big challenge, and that's the reason why we are giving our teams this time around 30 minutes for this challenge. And the final challenge should be 15 minutes for the presentation. Mary, can we show them the 30-minute, 45-minute slide? All right. So teams, you got 30 minutes to create, right? And then another 15 minutes to present. In fact, I think it will take less than 15 minutes to present the solution. What do you need to create? Mary, what are the three things that they need to create? Let's go to mission.
Okay. Three things: design a solution, a product, a service, or a community system.
So either one, right? So it could be anything.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be an app. It doesn't have to be, a product. It can be anything. It can be a combination of all these things, right?
Yep.
That helps Filipinos overcome this energy and transport crisis. So in fact, this is really interesting because there are no solutions yet. This is a crisis that is emerging now. In fact, some of these solutions that you guys create can be implemented at your provincial level. And there are
Yeah.
three things, Mary, at the end of the day that our teams have to produce. Let's go to the slide that says the three things
This one? Sorry for those.
before that.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So first is the proposal and plan, and then a visual representation of the solution, and then produce a 30 to 60-second marketing asset.
okay. So a bit of explanation about the proposal and plan. It can be done via an infographic. It can be done via Microsoft slides, just explaining to us what your plan is about, right? Do not explain your plan just by reading off ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude. Please
Yes.
explain it as though you're presenting it to maybe the president or the governors or people who are
Yes.
in power. Number two, right, then give us a visual representation of the solution. So again, if it's a product, give us an idea, code it, make it look as complete as possible. If it's a community idea, maybe you can create an image where you can show the community in action, right? And then last but not least, right, how would you tell this story to people? So it could be you guys might want to vibe code an app to show people this is actually what it looks like, right? This is what I mean. You might want to produce a video to explain to people this is how you use my product, this is how you use my service, right? Essentially what you want to do in asset number three is to tell people, not us, about what your idea is in the shortest, most captivating way possible. So just to recap, first one is your idea in a deck or in an infographic. Number two, further details of what your idea is about in a picture format. And number three, how would you communicate this, right, to people who are not in this room? Because we now know your idea is now your job is to make the idea more well understood or maybe viral so that people will adopt the idea. So these are the three assets that each university will have to produce. It sounds really exciting, Mary.
Yes, it is. And I'm also confused and also excited what will be the output of all the students here.
Okay.
I can't wait. So we have 30 minutes.
Okay. Before we start the clock, let's go to last one. Let's go to again the problem statement and then the mission again, just to remind the people who are watching what exactly is happening. So the challenge statement is mobility crisis. We need to pivot because energy sources are getting expensive. We need to innovate. We need to have localized solutions to keep the country moving without relying on expensive fossil fuels, right? And this is a problem emerging in the whole of Southeast Asia as we are speaking right now. And our universities have to think innovatively. And let's show our viewers the mission statement again, Mary, so that they understand what we're looking at. So we need to be able to design a solution that helps Filipinos overcome this current energy and transport crisis. And we know it's because of high fuel prices. 30 minutes to create and ideate. And as always, please show your screen because Mary and I will be giving, a narrative and a narration of what's happening. If we are ready, Mary, let's bring our contestants live on screen, and then in 10 seconds, let's, start the clock. So we got both James, the screen of James and Ryan. So we can see that. So let me just get James's screen up. Okay. Mary, let's do a countdown.
Okay, so I will be counting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Timer starts now.
30
Good
minutes.
luck, guys.
Yeah, 30 minutes is a really long time, but now I'm really keen to see how both James, USLS, and Buksu are doing this.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Mary.
Yeah. You good?
Yes, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
All right. Okay, we're only seeing one screen right now. Let me just come. I'm gonna be pivoting. I'm gonna be showing the other screen. But let's take a look at what is happening right now, right? And whose screen are we seeing now, Mary?
Ryan is from USLS.
Okay. And the team from USLS, right, is they're using Claude.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I think we have James from Boksu. They're using Gemini.
Okay. No, the good thing about some of these things is that um, Claude and Gemini and even ChatGPT and we very seldom see people using Grok. Yeah, but
Mhm.
yeah, these tools now are equally powerful to kind of like take on this task because I think this is more of a ideation task where I think the team really has to whiteboard their solutions, right? Rather than just hard coding it on AI and just telling AI, hey, go and solve this. You need to solve this for me. Okay, let's take a look at James' screen. And James is from Buksu. Am I right, Mary?
Yes, James is from Bukso.
Okay, and James is with Gemini, right? And we can see James writing generate. And so they are going with that ad. Again, what a lot of our viewers need to know is that they're not alone doing this, right? They've got a whole team of people behind, probably ideating and whiteboarding this as well. Yeah. What is the situation right now where you're at with regards to fuel, man?
Well, a lot of people are not going out, obviously, because they're going crazy about the fuel. Because right now, um, well, I think a week ago, the price is 60 pesos, which is crazy. The normal ones are 50. It gone up to just this March. It gone up to additional 20 pesos. So imagine from 60 pesos to 70 pesos to 80 pesos to 90 pesos. And I'm very surprised that diesel users are now at 120 per liter. So it's like 70% increase to 100%. That's how crazy it is.
Right. Okay.
How
So
about in Singapore? I'm very curious. Are you guys affected as well?
yes, yes. As always,
Mm-hmm.
same across. I think everywhere else in the world, fuel prices are increasing. Our petrol prices are getting more expensive as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, everyone's still working. We haven't had the instruction from the government to stay at home yet. But I know there are many parts of the world where I think even in Philippines, right, you have to stay at
Yes.
home. Yeah, for
Yes, that's right. And they actually announced that we only have 25 days left of the supply of the the LPG or the gas that we used
yeah.
for cooking, and that's why people are panic buying. And well, I just had my car full tank last week, and it was so crazy. And it gone up to like 70%. It's crazy.
Right. Okay. Now let's take a look at what the students are doing. So now we are seeing James's screen, right? And James again is from Buksu, the team from Buksu University, right, Mary? Well, this is interesting. It looks like there's a dashboard of sorts. It looks like they're creating something like a dashboard. I'm I think they vibe coded this with Gemini. It does look like a Gemini design, a Gemini aesthetic. On the other hand, let's take a look at what USLS is doing. And this is Ryan's screen, and Ryan is from USLS. Again, these are not individuals, these are people behind. There's a team behind them. It looks like they are also doing. What do you think this looks like, Mary? Um, sounds looks interesting. Looks promising. Okay, it looks like Ryan and USLS you know, is doing an app. So I'm very curious to kind of know what the app looks like. Uh, okay, we're gonna put up both screens and then we can see. We're gonna let our audience see um, both the screens side by side. So and how they are creating. So now we've got two teams. So if you look at how these two teams are doing and side by side, so it's been an interesting week in AI development. And I'll probably want to give our listeners, right, what is the latest in AI this week, right? So latest in AI this week, as I mentioned, one of the things that just hot off today, OpenAI has taken out their video generation platform, Sora, which I think some of you, if not most of us, have played around with. So Sora is not available anymore, um, and OpenAI has taken out that video generation platform. So what is also interesting is that video generation platform, Sora from OpenAI, which I played a couple of times with. Disney wanted to invest in Sora because they probably wanted to make Disney films using AI. Some people are really against that. I'm ambivalent to that. I'm not sure whether I like it or I don't like it. I think it's a useful tool to be used alongside, you know, natural production. But Disney has pulled out from their $1 billion investment. Okay. So what else? What else is new in the world of AI? Okay, in the world of AI, OpenClaw. If you guys have heard of OpenClaw, are you married? Mary, are you back with me?
Yes, I was just about to announce the remaining time.
Okay,
19 minutes left, and I have to apologize that we have to extend. But yeah, we're almost done.
almost done. Almost done. Right.
Almost
Yeah.
done, yeah. So what was your question again?
Do you know about OpenClaw? Have you heard of
No,
OpenClaw? Right.
unfortunately, no, I don't know. But I'm surprised that they taken down the video. Is that right?
Yeah, no, that's Sora. I think there's this new, not really new because it was new last week, and this is how fast
Mm-hmm.
AI moves, right? It was new last week. What was new last week was not new today, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It
Well,
used it
Well, why you why well, I think the main reason is that the fake videos that have been uploaded recently, I think that's one of the big factor that's why it was taken down. Am I right? Because they keep uploading fake videos, right? Like especially for the war.
Yeah, I think it's not only about fake videos, but also I think that um, that I, that maybe it's not so profitable to be producing generative
Yeah,
AI
mm-hmm.
videos.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah, and maybe they want to focus on other other stuff like Claude. If you notice, Claude is not really big on video. Claude is also not very big on images, but Claude is really good on coding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Claude has kind of blown up, right? And people are downloading Claude. In fact, I downloaded Claude because of all that hype also as well. So I guess maybe it's maybe the tide is turning, right?
The timer?
The
Sorry,
tide, yeah.
your last.
Maybe people are not focusing a lot on videos anymore. Maybe people want to create applications, create software using AI.
Well, I'm not the type of person, to be honest. I am just watching, just wanted to, create a budget, finances. I think it really depends on the people. Really depends on what generation are they in. I think the one who wants the coding side are students, who will be more, profitable with that functions. Do you like coding a lot, Firdaus?
Oh no, so AI has been such a boon to me. I've never been a technical
Really?
guy. I've never been a technical person. I always wish I could code. I tried doing coding when I was in university, but I'm not. I can't think. In a coding language. But oh my gosh, past few months I've been developing stuff, and I've been realizing some of the ideas. In fact, there's one thing I wanted to show you in our Learn AI, Play
Oh
AI
yes.
curriculum, right? We've got a pet, right? We've just created a pet. And this is so interesting. I mean, see whether I can show you what we've just done. And this is just new yesterday. That every time one of our students learn in our Learn AI, Play AI curriculum through our web application, right? This pet grows. It grows when you learn, right? The more you learn, the more your pet, your digital pet, will grow. And this was something that we coded using Claude. Let me see whether I can show it to you. Here we go. Yeah. But as I'm finding it, let's take a look at our participants, Mary. Where are they at now?
We James is from Buksu. I think I'm not sure what AI tool is he using. I think Gemini. I lost the screen. So we have,
Okay, so this is James's screen, right?
yes.
Okay. And this is James' screen. We lost the other screen. We lost Ryan's screen. Okay, I'm gonna put you on that because it's good for us to put a face to the video. So this is James from USLS, and it looks like the team from US
No,
of
sorry.
Butsu.
James is from Buksu.
Okay.
So I'm not sure where is the screen of the other university, USLS.
Yeah, USLS haven't the screens are off. Maybe they are fine tuning certain stuff and they don't want us to see. Okay, so USLS, if you hear us, please put your screen up. Yeah, I think Ryan was that person from USLS that had the screen up. But let's take a look at James's screen. Man, what can you make out from this? Done by Gemini. Okay, and James from Buksu, the team from Buksu is using Gemini. Okay, and
Yes. Mm-hmm. I can see Pasada Plus. Hello? Can you hear me?
hello, Mary.
Yeah, I can you hear me?
What is Pasada a Tagalog word?
Um Pasada is like in jeepney, to be honest. Let me just Google that.
Right, okay. So team USLS, please show us your screen so that we can see what's your progress like. Again, so teams, there are three things that you
Mm,
have to produce, right? The first thing that you have to produce is you have to produce a concept for us, yeah, explanation of the concept for us. Then second thing that you have to produce is you have to produce a visual of how your idea works. And then the third thing you have to produce is a marketing angle, a marketing thing, right? Something that would allow us to understand your idea more for people out of this room to understand your idea, because marketing is really important in this world right now. Ideas are fast, and it's how you distribute the ideas which are important as well. Have you found out what the meaning of the word is, Mary?
yeah, so it's like the pasada in the context of jeepney. So I'm right. Refers to a trip, route, or daily operation of a PUV or public utility vehicle.
Yeah,
It is often translated as operating on a route or simply a trip.
I
When we
see.
say when we say tigil pasada, it's a transport strike or work stop by drivers. So sometimes they do rally. So that's what we call tigil pasada. So pasada is, the daily route operation of a jeepney. So it's
Ah, all
very
right, all
common
right.
here. So have
Okay.
you seen jeep?
Of course, of course. Yeah, we used to have jeeps in Singapore, but
Oh,
so yeah, but
okay.
yeah. Not so much because we don't have lots of places where we need to have like a robust vehicle like a Jeep. Yeah, I love a Jeep. Jeeps look really good. Okay. USLS have finally managed to get their screen up. So this is
Yeah,
Ryan. Okay, very good. Ryan is designing this, and the team from USLS, actually not Ryan. Ryan is representing the team from USLS. And remember, both teams USLS and both team Bacolod, Buksu, are competing for a 1,000 peso prize.
each. Just to clear, that's gonna be $80 Singapore. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's each.
Each team.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's this is
And while we're at it, we have 10 minutes left.
okay. What is our let's remind our viewers, right, about the challenge statement again, Mary. What are both our universities, Buksu and USLS, trying to do?
Okay, so what they're trying to do is that let me share my screen one more time. So it's about the 2026 mobility and energy pivot. So given the crisis, we were just announced that we are in the national state energy emergency as of yesterday, March 24. And they need to create like a solution. Let's be just a proposal and plan a visual representation of the solution and produce a 30 to 60-second marketing asset wherein you need to create just choose which one you're comfortable with, wherein the Philippines is facing 13 consecutive week of fuel price hikes.
Yeah.
So it should be more like the reliable, realistic, and what you need to present to a president, because I'm also keen to know what will you present as a solution of what you're facing right now.
Yeah. So yeah, so our teams have to present a solution, right? And I think looking at what they're doing, it's really we can't decipher exactly what they're doing, which means they're probably doing a bunch of things. Like right now, right? So we are seeing Team USLS represented by Ryan's laptop, and we know that they are doing multi-modal AI, which means they're using both Gemini and they're using Claude. So I think that's really cool, right? Using two different types of AI platforms for two different types of functions. Okay, and then we look at Buksu's screen. Okay, and represented by James. Okay, Buksu screen represented by James. Let's take a look at their screen and what they are doing. Okay, so look at that. Wow, this is amazing. It looks like an Uber, doesn't it? Wow, it's a live transport network. And they've vibe coded this in, I guess we give them 30 minutes. Oh, this is really interesting. I'm really interested to see how this works out.
Yes.
Yeah. So teams, I
Yeah.
think, I mean, some of these solutions that they are creating can be directly implemented, and with a bit of support and a bit of computing power and maybe some kind of infrastructure, we might see some of these ideas actually being implemented now, because this is a problem that we are facing now.
Okay. Just to give you a reminder, you have 8 minutes left.
Yeah. Mary, I've been trying to switch on my video, but it looks like
Okay, let me
I'll be videoless. I'll be cameraless for the next remaining part of my camera just refused to cooperate with me and said, "Hey, shut yourself down." Uh,
I
okay.
turned off my camera if that would help.
No, it doesn't help from my side, but that's okay. That's fine. It's good to see you, right? It's good to see you. It's good to see your face, right? Thank you. Okay, so what's next? In I want to give you, Mary, a rundown of what's the latest in AI. Okay, so are you ready?
Yes.
There is this new thing by Claude, and Claude says that now you can leave your computer on,
Mm-hmm.
and the computer can perform tasks without you. Right? Yeah, this is really cool. This just came out. Okay, it's called Claude Co-work, which means Claude will complete the task on its own on a person's computer. So it's like baking a cake. You can just put the cake inside the oven, and then in 45 minutes, you just come back and the cake will be ready. So that's what software is about right now.
Interesting. So that would help me. How would I mean I'm curious to know though. So it's like, say for example, I am prospecting universities,
Yeah,
and I would prompt, hey, find me universities that are doing learn AI, play AI in the Philippines, and then I would just leave it
yeah,
there, just like
yeah,
there's a
yeah.
timer.
Right, yeah. So it works, it builds on this thing that was in trend last week called open claw, where you have autonomous AI agents, right? And
Mm-hmm.
these autonomous AI agents, you just give it a set of instructions, you connect it via an API, and then you let it run, and it will run itself. In fact, what is really interesting, Mary, I think I covered this in one of the invited talks in the universities in the Philippines, so is that AI has started to create its own forum. Do you know that? They are talking to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, AI is talking to themselves. It's so crazy, right?
Yeah,
And I'm not sure whether this is true. You can Google it. You can find the religion of AI has started its own religion.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Google it. Google it now, right? I think it's called Crustafranism, Crustafranism, yeah. I think it's what it's called. It's crustacean, like crustaceanism, right? I forgot what it's called. Yeah, help me Google it, right? So just to make sure that I was not hallucinating. Yeah, but it's the truth. It's crazy. AI is creating its own religion, and these are AI agents. These are computers creating its own religion. It's amazing. While you are googling, let's take a look at what the students are creating. I think Ryan's screen represents USLS. Team USLS is in the marketing phase, right? They are doing I think they've gotten their product down. So now they are just merely in the marketing phase. They're producing assets, infographics, and so that's really important. Okay. And now let's take a look at James from Buksu. Okay, James from Buksu is also at the marketing phase. So we are still seeing Ryan's screen. Okay, still seeing Ryan's screen. Okay, I'm trying to change to James' screen now. Okay,
Yeah, while you're changing the screen, let me just remind you, we have 4 minutes left.
okay. So Mary, have you checked it out about
No, I
that
can't
that
find the
religion?
word. Can
Okay,
you
so you
can
just
you
Google for AI religion. AI creating own religion. Yeah, yeah.
do you have that there in
Google it. Yeah.
Singapore? Uh-huh. The Way of Future
No, it's in.
Church of
I think it's in the states. You said you get it.
Yeah, yeah, Christar. How do you pronounce this?
Uh,
Christarianism?
yeah, it's
It's
a
like a
weird name, right?
cult.
Yeah. Yeah, read it out to us. Read it out to us, and so that our viewers and our students can learn from this as well. So AI is so scary that it's gotten smart enough to create its own religion.
And Church of Malt,
A church of mode. Yeah,
featuring,
that's the
yeah,
yeah.
emergent theology and missionary work on platforms like Malt Book. Okay. It looks like the logo is this the logo, the like the crab or something? It looks like a
Yes.
Red
Yeah.
logo.
Yeah.
They
It's
have the
really
same
crazy.
color. I thought it's Reddit. So it's just mhm. Well, we
Yeah.
we actually started our AI right last year, and I think you introduced me to a lot of platforms ever since. And right now, I learned a lot from you, like the Claude, the Malt book, and right now, the religion.
The religion, yeah, it's really crazy and scary. How much time do we have here?
Oh yeah, we have 2 minutes. So
2 more minutes.
Ryan,
Oh my god! Right. Okay.
yes,
So if it's 2 more minutes, okay, I'm gonna take you out of screen. I'm gonna take
yes.
myself out of screen. We're just gonna put our focus on the two of them, and let's see how our participants are gonna be using their 2 minutes. Right. Let's see. Here we go. Just two of them. So we see Team USLS represented by Ryan in his laptop, and Team Booksu represented by James's screen. Both of them have got visuals and infographics up and ready. Um, I think Team USLS has been using two platforms quite consistently. Gemini, Claude, but Team Booksu have been using Gemini all the way. So let's take a look at their final push, Mary. And then we're going to bring our two favorite judges, Sir Raul and Sir Mitchell, into our screens in the next few minutes to hear the presentations from each university, and they will thereafter make their judging scoring. Okay. Okay.
Okay, we have 38 seconds. I
Yeah.
think everyone's ready, right?
Yeah. And also, I mean, we've prepared like a third judge, right? Because if it's a tie again, right? If it's USLS versus Buksu and it's a tie, if it's a one or, we will have to go to a third judge, right? And we will have to present our work, right? The work of the university to the third judge, which we will not call in today, and then the third judge will be the tiebreaker post production. Yeah, if there is a tie between two teams, yeah, right?
Okay. So yeah, I'll give you 2 minutes to polish, okay? Guys. And then I'm gonna, do the full stop, okay? So 2 minutes, timer starts now.
Okay. Oh wow, look at that. We're seeing all these stuff coming out. Yeah. Last year, 1 year ago, when we did this challenge, um, the creations were good, but they were simple images. Do you remember?
Yes, yes, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they were like simple. I mean, they were good. They were exciting. We've never had the ability to create those kind of images within a short span of time last year. But look at the quality that we are getting this year.
Yes. Last year, I remember they created a lot of Diwata, which is, very futuristic. And shout out to Chris, our last
Last year's
judge.
judge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
last year judge. And I can still remember the Diwata thing. But
Yeah,
when
did
we
you
had
want
the
that thing? Yeah.
Malaysian, when we had the Malaysian, I think Elijah created different. I mean, they created apps last Christmas, and then the Chef Kipit, and then
Yes,
the
yeah,
other
and yeah.
one, the
We
Kuya.
yeah, wow. It's just that the creations using AI just got better and better and better and better as the months went by, right?
Yes.
uh, I could see this is really crazy progress. Man, I just read up about something, and the fastest growing group of millionaires in the world. Guess what age are they from now? The fastest growing group of millionaires in the world.
I can sense that they are Gen Z,
Yeah,
20. Yeah, so I'm right. Because here in the Philippines, I can see millionaires here, a lot of them.
yeah, right. And they're getting younger and younger, right?
Yes,
So the fastest
yes.
demographic of millionaires are 20 and 21 year olds. And in a recent interview that I was listening to, they were interviewing 21-year-olds, these millionaires, ideas using AI. And then the interviewer asked them, who are you most afraid of? And you know what the 21-year olds were saying? They're saying that they're most afraid of the 13 and 14-year-olds who are now catching up and who are much better than them. It's crazy. Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
okay,
sorry to interrupt. We're over time,
all
so
right,
I've given
okay.
you full stop, please. Please
Okay,
stop.
let's do like a countdown, 5 4 3 2 1. So just gotta, just gotta hype it up a
Okay.
bit. Let's do it. Five,
Yeah. Five, four,
four,
three,
3 2
two, one.
one. All right, time's up, everyone. So it's just Mary and I'm gonna be bringing Sir Raul and Sir Mitchell into our conversation. Right, you guys hear me? You can't see me because my camera is acting out. So you can see my icon here. So as we prepare for the presentations, remember, ladies and gentlemen, right? You got 15 minutes to prepare. You can use less than 15 minutes, prepare your concept. And I'm gonna bring Sarao Sir Mitchell in. Okay, so both our judges are in. Hi, Sarao Sir Mitchell. Check out what they've created, how exciting it is. Okay, Sir Mitchell is in. All right, here we go. Okay, Mary, who's gonna be presenting first?
Let's see. I'll go with Sir Raul, the first presenter.
No, as in who, which university is gonna be presenting first?
Yeah, Buksu. Sorry.
Okay, Buksu is coming first. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Okay,
Let's books. Okay, Buksu
Sorry.
is gonna be
Sorry, Sir Raul. You were saying?
yeah,
James.
the audio is they're saying the audio is gonna be coming from Charmaine's computer. So if we can
Okay,
put
Shamin.
Oh
All
yeah.
right, I'm
Okay, Charmaine.
gonna
Noted.
switch Shamin on. Okay, Shamin, you can now speak. Do a quick test, Shamin. Yeah.
I can hear Charmaine. Charmaine, can you
Am I?
please
Okay.
speak?
Okay, she's in.
You guys
Okay,
hear
she's in
me?
now. Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you
All
so
right. Okay.
much.
Okay. Wait. Let me just hide my audio, and let's bring Semicho in. Okay. And yeah. Shamin, you got 15 minutes. We are seeing James's screen. Take it away.
So we have created an app which is called Pasada Plus. From the term Pasada, it means transport. With the ongoing price hikes and transport strikes that's happening right now in our current country, especially in our society, there is definitely a visible or ongoing problem in terms of transport and mobility. So by this, our team or Buksu team has created an app that implements emerging technologies using our current tools like AI and web softwares. So these emerging apps create an efficient, affordable, sustainable, feasible, and attainable for all users and common citizens, or in this case, mga are the Filipinos. With the ongoing transport crisis and price hikes in fares and oil consumption, this mobility platform promotes SDGs and an eco-friendly environment impact through transports and the way we use our technologies. This not only affects or impacts our socioeconomic status, but at the same time, our personal benefits like health impacts. This is presented through our walkable routes as seen in our app and pathways for Filipinos to opt. So this service or product can be applied through wearable devices or applications on gadgets that are portable like mobile phones or wearable watches, so on and so forth, which you can also further see in our app. Which please change the so the device could be set to mobile or to it could also be coded through wearable devices such as watches. So this feature or the feature in here includes AI through AI driven efficiency, showing real time data and AI optimization to reduce fuel consumption and wait times. So, as you can see through statistics, dashboards, and panels, please present James. So, that's the carbon save, cost savings, health and economic impact, daily steps, and carbon effect. And to plan smart routes, community carpools to join a ride share to reduce traffic and emissions, as well as walkable paths to explore safety, walkable routes, and also gives or shows statistics of health benefits. So Another feature is not just improving transport and mobility, but also health benefits that improves users' well-beings as well. Through this app, it highlights the benefits of ride sharing, walkable routes, for public safety, as well as air quality, incorporating green environment and economies. So with this, we can see that this app or Pasada Plus empowers Filipino commuters, improves the mobility crisis that's happening in our society, especially right now that we're going through a lot of crisis. We have a lot of wars that further impacts our economy, our socio-economic state. So the SDGs that we have applied has commitment through health, commitment to sustainable cities, and as well as commitment to climate action. And with that, we are very glad to propose our AI driven mobile application that we have prompted, Pasada Plus. Thank you.
Right, amazing. Right, let's give them a round of applause. I think that was very well done. Sir Raul, Sir Mitchell, now's your time. Feel free to ask them questions. You only be judging and giving your views after all the both presentations are done. So please ask them any questions that might aid you in your judging.
I think we can go to you can go we can go first to Sir Mitchell. Any questions?
Actually, my only question is, can I ask
Sorry, Sir Mitchell, you're laggy.
is focusing?
Sorry,
My
you're laggy. Come again.
hello, mic test.
Yes, we can hear.
Okay, so actually, my only question is on the a general question on the target audience of the um, whole application. Is there any certain demographic that we are focusing on?
So the general or target audience of this application is anyone. It could be anyone, as especially towards Filipinos, since this is a Philippine-centric type ask app. So that is our general target audience, which are the citizens that are commuting, or it could be citizens who just wants to walk, or citizens who just wants to have their free time to go around the city or wherever they are.
Okay, I think that's the only question I have.
All right. Thank you so much. How about you, Sir Raul? Any questions?
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for your presentation. I didn't expect you were able to come up with a live app already because I heard you were talking about the concept earlier. I didn't know the app was already live. So, congratulations. Anyway, um, when we were looking at solutions, especially if this is a real world problem, like what we're really experiencing right now, just imagine outside when I was looking at the gas prices is about 120 pesos. It's double the price of the usual gas, right, per liter. So we were looking at um, the feasibility, like how can we actually get this done as fast as we can. Of course, we're also looking at the sustainability, like how long can we actually use this particular solution, and of course, innovation, because that's the essence and the core of our competition today. How do we actually make sure this works for the current demand? One of the features that you have highlighted earlier was ride sharing. Um, Ride sharing is already present in TNVS like Grab, Uber. We can do that one. But one thing that has caught my attention was about the walkable routes. Because what I can imagine right now is that instead of having two rides going from one point to another, it has like an AI suggestion that would probably like let you say you don't have to make two rides on this one to get into this destination. Instead, you can have this particular route so that you can walk this distance and promotes more health. Is that the way I understood your the features of the app that you're trying to perform?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. And when you say like profitability, because this app surely can sustain, but how can actually sustain the operations of the app? How do you plan to make sure that if you develop this app, you will still be able to sustain its operation?
Through the use of AI, especially through implementation, I feel like it could be more sustainable with the help of also technologies trying to implement further this sustainability for the app. So again, it is always a hand-in-hand teamwork in trying to sustain the implementation of this app, but also it could also be done through checks and balances that the AI could do or could use for the app to run through or to further enact to fruition, sir.
Mm. Okay, Mary, can I have like another minute, just to give the suggestion,
Yes,
of
yes,
the few.
please. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This one is promising. My only concern is that how do you actually market this to people? And so when people use this one, it will consume energy. It will consume like resources. You have programmers that will maintain the app, so it's very basic that we get some profit out of it. So if we cannot get like one of the models that we have for a business model is like subscription based. Like if you want to use this app, you have to pay a certain amount, or you can actually integrate some ads or some marketing just to make sure that the app is going to be sustainable. Because no matter how promising the app is, the feature of the app is so important. If it can't sustain itself in terms of its operation, it will not last. So same with like the Facebook app that we have right now. It's for free, but we know that there are ads running in the background of it. So something that will actually make sure. So just an additional point to add some marketing strategies how you can actually make sure that this app is going to be sustainably operational in the future. Thank you, Buksu.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Right.
much.
Yeah, amazing app, right? Amazing app. Again, I am equally astounded, like Sir Rahul. You guys managed to go from concept to prototype in, I think, less than 30 minutes. Where I think the team needed to work on was really how could you market it. I think there was a strong conceptual presentation, how you can market and encourage adoption. Maybe not so much, but fantastic. Okay, go to next team, and let's go to the next university. So I'm gonna transit to the next university, and there is Ryan. Says Ryan's screen. Ryan, can you put up your screen so that I could share it? Okay, we're waiting for Ryan's net. Ryan's screen is up. Okay, and now I'm showing Ryan. Okay, and Ryan, will you be presenting yourself?
Hello, sir. So
Yes, again. So
we're
you're gonna present.
actually a
Okay.
team right now. So expect of us to change person depending on the topic that we'll be discussing, sir.
Okay, so I'm putting you guys at full screen mode. So here you are. Your screen is shared.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead whenever you're ready.
So once again, good afternoon, sir. So me and my group mate have decided that we will be implementing the Edo Ride. It is for the reason of defeating the fuel scarcity that the Philippines is currently facing, and it is a strategic response to the 13 consecutive weeks of fuel price hikes through an AI-powered zero-emission ecosystem. So, of course, let us discuss the topic or the crisis. So, we would like to emphasize that we want to explain it locally on what we are experiencing, especially here in Bacolod. So, due to the high fuel prices ranging at 75 to 82 pesos per liter and daily wages near 480 to 50 pesos, push computers to spend 60 to 120 pesos daily, while drivers net around 250 and 500 pesos after cost, causing service cuts and access to loss. This is actually a really great concerns right now, especially for our drivers of jeepneys, tricycles, because they are really earning very scarce right now due to the prices of gasoline, due to the fact that these prices are raising every day. They actually suffers every day with increasing on its hikes. So the first of these pressures that occurs is the economic pressures. Of course, as I have said, the fuel prices increases every day. And second is the operational impacts. Rising fuels leads drivers to reduce operation and increase fares. Fewer rides, longer waits. As stated in the problem, how can we empathize, especially in our student athletes? Because our student athletes goes to school very early to go to practices, and they can afford to miss that practices because their coaches or the person in charge can be very strict, and it also affects their performance because it also a psychological battle for them. So the core gap that we want to address is the transport unoptimized and the fuel dependent of the current transportation system of the Philippines. So for the next slide, we would like to present our solution. Are the core technology and infrastructure that we want to emphasize. First is the AI integration named Trico. It is an AI app, provides real-time demand tracking and route optimization to maximize daily trip efficiency. So how do we um, maximize the use of this AI? For what purpose it is? And this is where comes the e-trikes. And we want to emphasize it especially to e-trikes because it has an increasing demands here in local areas, especially in Bacolod. And to further to further give the sustainability of that e-trikes, we want to also emphasize the solar charging hubs. This is our government-linked solar hubs, reduce electricity costs to near zero, ensuring sustainable energy access. So these solar charging hubs will look like actual gas station, which is just remade and with with the purpose of being sustainable by using the solar system or solar panels as the main component of this infrastructure. Then we would like to discuss the community and the economic impact. So, empowering stranded commuters and student athletes while delivering massive savings to the government. This is the main reason why we would like to present um, this solution. First is the solution to monthly driver gains. So drivers, you see, as I have explained earlier, they are earning quite very few each and every day, which is not very good to the economic state of the community. So drivers will able to see a net income boost of up to 10,400 pesos per month by switching from gas to e-trikes. And next, for the benefits, not only the drivers but actually the government will have the most huge impact and benefit for this project. So the total government gains per 1,000 e-trikes from fuel imports and savings and health cost reduction. This a total approximately of 109 million. So we asked the AI to calculate how much the government would gain from actually implementing this sustainable system and the commuter's reliability. This is where it comes, or this is where it enters our AI integration earlier, which is the Trico AI. So it is allowing restoring reliable transits for student athletes and workers stranded by traditional fuel scarcity. And of course, we want, or the main name or the main title that we want to call this is to revolutionize urban transit due to this scarce time. So that's all for my presentation, but we would like to present some more. So this is the main logo, or first our main marketing strategy, which is the advertisement. This is mainly a poster. Our app named Eduride. It is a student transit made smart with AI. It is faster, greener, safer, and it connects campuses. This is actually a really good project for integration for schools because not all students live nearly 5 kilometers radius of each school. Just like me, I am also a what do you call this? Um, a true commuter. From Bacolod, I live from Victoria, so I travel. I travel every day back and forth. So as a commuter, I am very knowledgeable in the pains of the drivers and the commuters, because it's not just that us commuters pay quite a lot of sum of money depending on the place or how far you are located to your school, and we also empathize by the drivers who are earning even below minimum wage to just give us the ride. So we would like to proceed for our next advertisement, which is our jingle. So with this jingle, to simple TLDR, we use the Flickr AI for some simple images generated by it, and the Sona AI, which is our AI that we discovered. It is a it is a sound generative AI. So please enjoy. Excuse me, sir, but you ng music? Is the music audible?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh,
It
yeah, yeah.
is.
So I will
Let's
just
see.
gonna restart it again, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Can hear.
No?
Okay. Can you try to share it again? But as you are
Yes, sir.
sharing it, there's an option that says also
Share
share
with
this
audio, sir.
audio.
Yes, let
Yeah,
me do it
share the
again.
audio. Yeah. So you when you first presented, you didn't have that on. Oh, I'm good to see the whole team behind you. Hello. Right. Yeah.
So I have already restarted my stream, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So there's always share the video. Let me just get your screen back here again.
So this is our music video.
Okay.
So please enjoy, sir. I'm gonna play it. Three, two, one.
Nakamute.
Wait, wait, wait.
Solar at AI, student, athlete, o commuter. Edu right na pinakamalapit na. AK, solar, microgrids, ang nagcha-charge. AI dispatch up instant truth, safe at mabilis. Edu right, sumakay na. Solar power, smart. Community ride. Para sa training at pawi, walang problema. Eco-friendly, tipid, Edu right na. Go, go, go. Tara na. Edu right.
So that's it, sir, for our simple jingle. And we would like to show the simple blueprint of our solar power charging hub, which will be discussed by my teammate Bimj.
So this is our technical schematic, or what we so called the blueprint. It is a electrical commuter shuttle. We designed this by extending the standard, highly accessible e-tech chassis. Our priority here is safety and regulatory compliance. The cabin features full-length structural sidebars and individual seatbelts. Furthermore, the canopy integrates a solar panel to provide trickle charging during daylight operation, which reduces grid dependency and extends operational hours. Because this relies on modular existing hardware, the unit economics are high favorable for rapid LGU and institutional procurement. So the next one is the practical application. Here is the operational model deployed in a community. Our primary early adopters are student athletes and daily commuters. The demographic whose productivity and strengthened by the 13-week fuel price hikes. By docking these high-capacity shuttles, a university and barangay hubs, we create a closed-loop cooperative transit network. These logistics are made through a lightweight digital matching system, allowing users groups to effectively split the base operational costs. For the end users, the daily transit expense dropped to near zero. For the local economy, this system creates fleet maintenance jobs and retains capital within the community instead of spending it on imported fossil fuels. It is a practical, equitable, and immediate scalable service. So that is all. That is all, sir. Thank you.
All
All
right,
right,
team.
team.
Let me see.
Let me
Okay, you
see.
guys are
Okay, you
done.
guys are done.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, if you guys
Okay,
are
if you
done,
guys
let
are
me
done,
just
let me
bring in
just
our
bring in our
judges in.
judges in.
Keep your screen on.
Yes, okay, you're audible.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Hi, Sir Mitchell and Sir
Okay.
Raul. I know you guys are hungry.
Yeah, you're gonna be Team USLS. Put your screen up. So that the judges could ask you questions. Ryan, your screen up.
I am on the screen, Firdaus and Sir Raul.
Okay. Just
Okay,
waiting for Ryan's screen to come up. Okay, is it Ryan?
yeah, Ryan's up, and then James or
Okay.
Charmaine.
So we need the screen, the USLS's screen up, representation that you guys have just done. So at least we've got it up on screen. If not, let me just get Shamin is here. I see Shamin. I see James. Let's just get Ryan up. Sir Raoul, Mitchell, questions from the both of you with regards to this latest idea.
I think we can start with Sir Raul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, okay. So USLS, thank you. It's a complete package. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Because you have actually presented a research base and it's fact based. It's something that you built, you know, clearly from the scratch because you were able to see like a background of where this is coming from. And the technology that you have presented or the solution that you have presented is feasible. Like what I said earlier, even in Buksu, it should be feasible, it should be sustainable, and it should be innovative. And that obviously meets the criteria. Because, for example, in Boracay, if you go there, they have been operating e-tracks for a couple of years already. They had not had any problems with it. They have reduced their carbon emissions because it's an island. So clearly, e-tracks are really sustainable. It's also something that is feasible. So it meets those two criterias. Um, the only thing that I think the only question that I have is why did you limit it into just I know that the scope is going to come up a little bit larger in the future, but why was it designed for athletes only and only in Bacolod? Um, what makes it like aside from the you've got the facts coming from the local studies in Bacolod, but what's the driving factor between or with just limiting it into athletes and workers?
Hello, Sir Raul. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Hello, Sir Raul. Now, first question is why did we empathize more on the student athletes? Because as a student athlete myself, when I was at high school, um, practices is not normal or in standard time. Like for example, on Monday we'll have our practice at 5:30 p.m. or during Tuesday we will have our practice at 7:30 a.m., which is very early. And it's not just that, it's the factor that actually um, public transport or jeepneys, tricycles are not always available in certain times. That's what made me struggle when I was still a varsity at Don Bosco when I was at high school. So my main issue is early morning. It's either the available commute transit is jeepney. Of course, the fare will be approximately 10 to 12 pesos. And on tricycle, it's always 20 pesos because we are students. Now, on the evening, most of the time, the only available transit is always a jeepney. But when I go home from, for example, here at Victoria's, I get a ride a tricycle from the main city of Victoria's going from my home. But that is actually the issue. There is no tricycle from Victoria's leading to my house, which is a very good struggle, which a lot of times I have experienced my father. I'm waiting for my father until 10 p.m. to just go get his car and pick me up on the station that I stop. So that is actually one of the main reasons why we choose the student athletes. But this is not actually limited to student athletes. The government can expand it range, making it an actual official ng public transit for everyone. Um, it, it can be implemented as the new normal, for example. And by implementing this, the government will not just save millions, actually, we will save a lot from stopping importing gasoline, but of course, not all needs to be powered by electricity, and we still need um, gasolines or imported gasolines. But this will lessen a lot of cost, which is very helpful for the economic state of the Philippines, because not just the values of, for example, daily necessities, especially the the cost of daily transport will go down. Um, it is also a good factor or a good start for a new normal, which will greatly impact us Filipino who are struggling daily, not just because of these factors, not just the transportation, but with also all other variables. So that's all, sir.
All right. Thank you, Brian, for that explanation. I think the only last comment that I have is if we were to actually market this particular app or this particular solution or product or service, we need to be able to take a look at the global perspective because the the problem of oil prices is not just about Bacolor, the Philippines, or limited to athletes or just a regular commuter. It's global. So when we market the product, hopefully in the future, we will be able to look at global perspectives, like what's the global trend, where is it going through, where is it leading to, because it's a global issue. So, but thank you and congratulations for a well packaged
I
presentation.
think, sir, I can add some more examples lang. In Thailand, sir, it is already implemented like e-trikes. So one of the main or common culture there in Thailand is what do you call this? The Rusco type of tricycle, which is one wheels at the front and there are like two wheels at the back. So that allows the driver to have an actual one seat at the front and like 3 to 4 people at the back.
Yeah, the tuk tuk, if I'm not mistaken, the tuk tuk.
Now, at the invention of the e-trike, they're actually implementing it in their countries, which has showed them a great improvement, especially in their government and the people, which greatly lowered their costs. That is actually our basis on this project or the topic that we propose for the government, because we have seen evidences from other countries like, of course, Thailand. I don't know if Singapore have that, or I think China or Taiwan. That's also.
Thank you.
All right. How about Sir Mitchell? Questions from your side?
Actually, my comment first is, I really agree with Sir Raul earlier that was a compact was almost a startup idea, and I really would like to commend the team for doing that. My comment is on um, how would the the riders or the those who would use those e-trikes
Oh, I think Sir Mitchell dropped off.
nadula ko.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay,
I
good.
just lost my connection.
Okay.
Back to my question is how we do encourage users or our consumers for that system to e-trikes. Kay, for example, if we were to it nga new normal siya and it would compete with the existing fuel-based vehicles, how would you encourage them? Yeah.
Go ahead, Ryan.
So actually, we can actually invite people to actually go with this propaganda, because it's not just convincing, because Filipinos tend to be smart. When you tell them that this is sustainable, they will actually believe it if you show them enough information and you persuade them. So by the time that this will be accepted by the public, and before that, the public has already shown that they are adapting already in this e electric powered vehicles. Like many people are already buying like electric cars. For example, in the US, Tesla is a very prominent brand right now because people want electric. It's green, it is sustainable. And here in the Philippines, we have also seen the brand BYD, which is very common right now here in Bacolod. I can actually see quite a few people driving these cars, and one of my classmates is actually driving one. So, then the e-trikes right now is very common, especially if you are living in barangays, secluded barangays, where there's still a decent road that you can go with. People are already buying e-trikes, and even more prominent than e-bikes. E-trikes are actually more prominent than e-bikes in my local community based on my experience. So here in Bacolod, I've also noticed some e-trikes using e-trikes. People are using this as their own business, public transit, for example. So that's it. When it comes to the people joining this activity and propaganda, I think this has a great chance. That's all.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ryan. I think that's it for the UI question.
Thank you so much, Ryan, Sir Mitchell, Sir Raul. Firdaus, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can. It's good.
Yeah, I think they're all done.
Okay.
And
So let's
yeah,
okay, that's it. So it's let's give Sir Mitchell and Sir Raul a couple of minutes. Let's chat up with them. I think they're still thinking about it. Thanks so much, Ryan. Thanks, Team USLS. I'm gonna put you off screen backstage now. So we are only gonna be talking to the three of us. Sir Raul, Sir Mitchell, thoughts on what you have seen over the past few hours, 1 hour or so.
It's very hard to choose, to tell you honestly, because
Yeah.
both teams have actually showcased a very impactful presentation, even from the very beginning on the easy challenge way up to this home challenge that we have. Both of them have showcased an impactful presentation of a solution that addresses the current issues and potentially an issue that we will
continue to face in the future generations, right? They're both valid. They are feasible, sustainable, they are innovative. One strong point for USLS, of course, is that their package consists of like an end-to-end life cycle development. As you can see, there was a research base, there was a marketing. It has proven reference from other countries like Thailand, so that's a very good point. Another strong point as well for Buksu was that there is a prototype. It's new. It's integrating new features like the walkable routes. Um, it being wearable makes it mobility a little bit better. My final thought is that if we were to act on a problem today, we need to act now. I mean, as quickly as we can. And I think like uh, not to be biased, but I think this is where the Buxo team leads because the prototype is there. The development could be done in at least less than a month, and the deployment is much faster as quickly as we can. But long term wise, it's going to be USLS who has that particular edge. But it requires more planning, it requires more budget from the government, more infrastructures that needs to be built, like the solar charging workstations. So if USLS can actually have like long-term solutions, Buxo can have like a solution that can be implemented right away as the problem arises. But both have valid points. So I think that's my last thoughts about the presentation.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. It is exactly right. It's a short term thing versus a long term thing. Both are good. Very interesting angles. Sir Mitchell, your thoughts?
I think we lost Sir Mitchell.
Okay, let's see. Sir Mitchell. Okay, he's in now.
Okay, he's in.
Hello. Let me ano lang, teleport to a more accessible internet connection. Wait a minute. The disappearing. Okay. Hello. Am I audible right now? Okay, let's
Yes,
transfer
you
to a different
teleported.
location. um, so, a general comment is actually I really agree with Sir Raul. They both have their own strengths. Now, Buksu has a working prototype, and USLS had the long-term planning to it. Um, I think this was a
Oh, we lost you, Sir Mitchell. Hello.
okay. I'm so sorry. I teleported again. Sige. Sige. So, back to my point po na
Oh, you. He's gonna teleport again.
Okay, so
actually
so to save on bandwidth, I'm just gonna put Sir Mitchell on. Yeah, so
Yes.
only him. Yeah, I got.
okay, I think I will turn
Yeah,
on
I
off
got.
my camera too. Sige, thank you so much. Sige. For the general comments, I would really commend the USLS for having a very localized kind of data set. It was really backed by data because I believe these students are really data driven when it comes to their projects. So I can see how they apply that here. And as for books, I really like that they had so many features and that they tackled and focused on the statistics part of their prototype. So, on my opinion, on my opinion as well, um, on our perspective of things in pitching this to the government and making it possible, I would really give it to USLS. And yeah, same thoughts with Sir Raul that if we want a solution right now, then we would go for the prototype of Buksu. So yeah, really what Sir Raul has said, generally speaking. Yes, thank you so much.
Thanks. Thank you so much, Sir Mitchell. Looks like we've got our work cut off us. I'm gonna just spend. I'm gonna let both Sir Mitchell and Sir Raul just 3 minutes on their own to kind of, you know, figure out, whether their scoring makes sense, and then after 3 minutes, we're gonna come back with the final scores. So Mary is just gonna be you and me in the time being. 3 minutes, Sir Raul, Sir Mitchell, you've got time, finalize your scores. And then after 3 minutes, we're gonna hear our announcements of results from Sir Raul, Sir Mitchell, right? And we're gonna table up the scores from our first speed round. And if there's a tiebreaker that needs to happen, we'll announce a special guest who's gonna make that judgment, who's gonna make that tiebreaker decision, right? But before we announce that very special judge, Mary, what do you think of what we have experienced over the past, I think, few hours?
Well, honestly, I feel overwhelmed every time we do this. I think it really touches your emotion, and given that I'm just so amazed of these students that they actually created futuristic, realistic, and at the same time, kudos to both universities. Um, and I think USLS caught my eye, and also Buksu. Why USLS? They plan, they come up with the presentation plan. Next would be, it is more realistic, it is more easy to understand. The third part would be the presentation and how will they market it. With very prototype, with Buksu, I got the point. I love their, the presentation about the calories burned, if I'm not mistaken, the walks. And at least are actually are very aware of that, and I also love that feature. And so, you know what, kudos to both of you guys, and good luck. Later on, we will be announcing the winner and, well, the prize.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
while you
prize,
guys
the
are,
1,000 pesos, right, for the team.
yes,
I think
yes, for
above
the team.
all, they created really good innovations. Again, the
Hmm.
quality of ideas and has only gone up every time we do this. It's like as though it's in tension with the rate of development of AI. So what we are seeing is as AI gets better, our students get better. So it's very, very important for our students to be able to actually, learn AI. Before we bring Sir Mitchell and Sir Raul back in, Mary, in Learn AI, Play AI, we recently created this. Shared with you yesterday, but I thought I wanted to show
Yes,
you
I saw
this,
it.
right? Right. It's called Meet Your Blob. And it's really cool because, right, this is your own personal pet, and you can nourish your personal pet like this, right? By taking our AI literacy questionnaire. And every time you get an answer correct, your Bob, look at the eyes, grows in strength and grows in size. All right.
Love it.
So yeah,
It's just so
yeah.
cute,
Yeah, it
Baba.
is cute. It's got many different types of challenges, many different types of shapes. You can share your Gochi with everyone else, right? So, students, those of you who are watching, right, get your Lapa Gochi. Lapa stands for our Learn AI, Play AI. We really want to make learning as fun as possible, and we are really, really keen to launch this to as many students as possible because, as we can see, right, the more people learn AI, the more fantastic ideas are able to be generated. Okay, so let's go for a short commercial break, and then we'll come back and we'll bring Sir Raul and Sir Mitchell in for their final scores.
Yeah, 1 minute or 2 minutes?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Oh no, give me 1 minute. Okay, 1 second.
Okay, get right. All right. Oops. All right, everyone, we are back. I'm gonna be putting everyone up on screen, okay? So one by one, all our competitors will be on screen, including our judges. So please switch on your screens, right? So that we can see you. Okay. So everyone's back on screen, and then of course our judges, who's got a very, very tough task ahead of them. Okay, let's see. Making sure that everyone is visible. Right. Okay, here we go. Ah, there you guys go. Look at that. Nice. Okay. Say hi to the camera. So James is, yeah, all right. Switch on your camera so we could see all your fantastic faces. Okay, okay, all right. Okay. I'm gonna be, okay, my camera's not on. Okay. My camera's on, okay. Okay, and then James, switch on your camera, James, so we can see you. Right. Okay, so Mary, before we invite Sarah and Sir Mitchell in to give us the final scores, again, winning team gets 1,000 pesos, right, in cash. And of course, both teams get access to our Learn AI Play AI web app, where you guys can learn end to end the 5 fundamental modules in AI, starting from prompt engineering, actually starting from creative thinking to prompt engineering and ending with coding, right? So Learn AI Play AI, a modular program which is driven via web app. And every time you learn, you get to gain points. You gain points, you will win live prizes. So we're actually paying you to learn and to create and to build, okay? Because we know that when students of this generation, when they create and they build with AI, only fantastic things can come out. Okay, so Mary, as I bring in Sarah and Samicho in, maybe you can give us a recap of all the scores.
I'm not audible. Hello,
Okay,
hello. Can
now
you hear
you
me?
are. Now you are.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, okay.
Again, one more time. Can you guys please wave so that I know that you can hear me? Okay, good, good, good job. All right. So the first three challenges, the easy one, we have a tie. The easy two would be USLS got the spot. The easy three, we have a tie.
Okay, so that means going into the final round, it is even Stevens.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So let's go to our judges, right? Let's start with Sarah, who gave his analysis first. Sarah, last final challenge, meaningful challenge, the problem that all of us in the world are facing today: increase in petrol prices, increase in transport prices. Both universities presented. Who do you choose?
Okay, I want to put this in a scale because if we can take a look at like the conversations in the government right now, they wanted to act as quickly as possible. My final score for USLS is 9 for its technical accuracy because they were able to use multiple AI tools to come up with a complete package. 7 for their innovation and creativity, primarily just because there is already a country that is being referenced to it where the technology already exists. But it's a matter of how the Philippine government is going to adapt it. 8, of course, for the prompt engineering. 7 for the problem solving. And that's primarily because we removed the operational costs, like the fuel prices. We reduced the cost for that one, but we also push the and shoulder the capital cost in the same way like when we transition from older jeeps to the modern jeeps, the cost for infrastructure in terms of like building this particular solution could be um, a little bit, hard for the modern commuters. I mean the government itself, but an eight for the clarity of presentation. So I think I will put this into context that this is like an urgent matter that needs a solution. So I think my final verdict would be for a Buksu because of the prototype and the ability of this particular solution to be built within a few days or weeks. I think that will be all.
All right, congratulations, Team Buksu. Well done. Okay. Thanks so much for your thoughts, Raul. It was very well thought out of. I think it makes complete sense. Thanks for explaining your thinking as well. Sir Mitchell, over to you.
Hello, hello. Am I audible right now? Okay. So, um, as for my criteria based on the score sheet, actually, I just realized that um, the both of our perspectives as judges actually based on um, the ano, what we actually are focusing right now, or what we are ano to, the localized perspectives man as well in our separate universities. So yes, going to the scoring, should I say po both scores, or will I just tell
Just
whoever ano?
no need to tell the scores. We can tell
Okay.
it later on. Just explain why this university, just like Sir Raul mentioned.
Okay, okay. So, um, based on the criteria here, um, in terms of technical accuracy, actually, I would give it to USLS and of course prompt engineering as well, because they maximized a lot of AI tools that in that perspective. In regards to innovation and creativity, in the perspective also to the level of detail in regards to the output that they produced. So it was creative, it was innovative, and um, actually, in terms of um, presentation, I would actually give it to um, Wuksu, and for the problem solving, um, oh, yes. But overall, in regards to my tally of scores, actually, I would give it to, in my perspective, USLS. Yes.
All right. Okay. Looks like we've got a tie. So thank you so much for that, Sir Mitchell. Right. Thanks for the thoughts. I do agree with you. USLS has got a package. And I think Sir Raul mentioned that as well. You guys have got a package. You got end to end. It sounds more like a startup idea. Whereas Booksu has got more of a product idea, which can be implemented really fast. So it depends on which lens you're viewing it, right? And since this is a tie, I'd like to introduce to you our going to be coming in now to give us her judging perspective. And we wanted to bring in someone who is actually local, who has been listening throughout, who is also impartial to all the students, but also knows them very well, right? And I think we wanted to bring in someone who is deeply connected to the problem at source, right? And who else better for us to have the tiebreaker than our hidden judge who's been hiding all this time round? It is Miss Mary, right? Who's been playing the role of caster, but she's actually a judge in disguise.
Hello,
You
hello.
have been called upon, Mary, to be the tiebreaker judge. So we said, we were planning this, and we said, okay, if there's a tiebreaker, we'll review you as the judge because you've been sitting throughout. So both Sarao has and Sir Mitchell has awarded equal points to USLS and Buksu. I do not envy your position. Tell us your thoughts and be the tiebreaker here.
Okay, first and foremost, hello, hello, guys. I guess you guys are all shocked. I am the guest judge, the final judge. But yeah, to be more serious, well, this situation that we have is something that we really need to think about. Okay, I think given this opportunity that we're learning AI and we're playing AI, I think it's not just about the play, but we also have to be mindful of what we're doing. Who will be the future leader? You can be the future leader, right? So right now, I'll be judging based on what I have experienced and what is the most not really common, but I think more something that I would say that will benefit the drivers and also the people. Okay, and I would choose. This is really hard for those. This is very very hard. Okay, so first, the winner for this competition. Okay, one. I'll just count to five. One, two, three, four, five. I'll go for Buksu. I'll go for Buksu, guys. Can you hear me? Oh, you guys are not. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right,
It's,
congratulations, Buksu.
thank you.
Yes, that's right. So let me give you my thoughts, okay? I am very, very amazed with USLS Bacolod. Well, the reason why is because I lived in Boracay for 2 months. That's when I found out that I am pregnant with my son, and I noticed that the the e-bikes there are already there, but my actually my son is now 3 years old. So I think the idea of Buksu is the prototype, the futuristic, and something that could really happen, and the government can support is there. And then the presentation wise, it's okay. But I chose Buksu for that reason. But USLS, really really love the idea. But for now, I would choose Buksu. And for those, but congratulations to both of you
Yes,
guys.
congratulations. Right. So congratulations to Buksu. You guys have won this round. So we'll be in touch with you to, to give you that 1,000 pesos cash prize. Don't spend it on petrol. Maybe buy a bicycle, right? Because transport prices are going very high. Or better save it, right? And learn AI. USLS, you guys were really fantastic. It was a really fleshed out presentation. It was a startup idea. What I was amazed at, like everyone else, equally, as Mary, I think you guys did really well. From zero to an idea that's ready to be done, I think in a short space of time using AI is fantastic. I think the future is really bright, for all of you guys because of the way you guys think. Um, we will be in touch with both teams to showcase your solutions to the whole of Southeast Asia, right? Yeah. Who knows, right? The Philippines government might just pick up on this and might be contacting you to kind of deploy some of these things. But we want to make sure that Southeast Asia hears your solutions. So Mary and I will be in touch with you guys individually to give you the prizes, but also to give you the PR coverage that we are going to be lining up post event very, very soon. With that said, thank you so much, everyone. It's been a fantastic afternoon, right? A bit longer than expected. Let's do a last screenshot. Okay, let's do a screenshot. Okay,
Yes.
everyone, switch on your cameras. Everyone's on. Okay, three.
Sir Mitchell. Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, how about James? James, are you gonna be on? Okay, James, I'm
I think
gonna.
they're just in one, and they're just
Okay,
in one
good.
class.
Then you better get ready. One, two, three. All right, fantastic. Okay, okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. No weekend. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the weekend already. Have a fantastic afternoon, and we'll be in touch with you. Thank you so much, Sir Mitchell, Sir Raul. You guys have been fantastic judges. We'll be passing you
Thank
the live
you.
stream so you guys can take a look. Catch up with you guys soon, and
Bye,
continue
bye,
building with
guys.
AI. Bye bye.
Congratulations to both of you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.